Hey guys, welcome. This is DJ here, and today we are back again in Planet Coaster. And yes, it's been a bit since I've been. I'd like to just give you guys a brief explanation of like what's going on, since I have been getting less uploading recently, and the reason why is because I've been just really busy with school, but also college is really becoming a big priority to me, and yet it's very stressful for me to start thinking about, since I have a lot of places to visit, and like I have so much going on right now. It is a bit stressful, but later I will kind of give a brief explanation to you guys later about whether if I'm going to continue YouTube when I graduate high school or not, and I'll just explain to you that like just later down the road. But anyways, in Planet Coaster, in this video we're going to be working on, well, of course we're going to be continuing the Star Wars ride, and what we're building is the interior of the Death Star. Yes, so what I decided to do is to build the main halls of the interior of the Death Star. It just seemed simple enough just what to build. It was tricky because there were some minor things in this game that I don't really have that could possibly make it better. Like for the lighting is a little more tricky, especially when you have those like strobes of lights covered up on the walls when you watch the movie, of course. But that's a tricky part. I have to say that's pretty tricky to do. But there's a bunch of other important things that I have been also working on instead of just the hallways. And one thing I did want to add was the blast doors. So I did made a little section close enough from two different openings. The blast doors are basically closed, but I built them the best I could so they can replicate from the movie, and it turned out pretty good. So right now what you can see is just working on the walls, and it was not that hard, since there's actually a lot of good sci-fi assets and props in this game, and they're really useful to like just fill in the Star Wars and the Galactic Empire feel. Yeah, and this is what I was trying to do with the lights, and I really think it was not a bad idea. Still, they're a little more bigger than usual, but I try to remake them as like the best I could do, like compared to the movie. So it was a tricky task to find like really good lights, and mostly skinny ones, in fact, and that was the most challenging part. Alright, and some challenging sections, like in this section, is building the hallways at a diagonal. Like you have to connect all the walls together, and that can be kind of tricky to do. So I decided to just try to build everything still like that, just ignoring the fact that there's like another wall just crossing paths with another, and well, still it just works. It just works. I feel like that's perfect enough. And another addition that I want to add in the interior of the Death Star is the main reactor. It is the reactor core, or it's the man, I wish I could get the name of it again. I did search it up. It was basically the tractor beam of the Death Star. I want to build the big room where Obi-Wan was like climbing around like some bridge down beneath, and like he had to crawl just out of sight of the stormtroopers. I want to build that big area, and well, you can see it in the end of the section, in the end of the video, but it actually turned out pretty well. But if I really want to try to replicate so much like from the movie to the game, it'd be kind of tricky because, well, it's hard to find the perfect stuff to add, and I wish I can add more textures to certain like walls and blocks and things. So it's a little tricky, but here and there, it actually turned out really well. All right. So there's nothing else for me to explain. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button, and I'm sorry, I'm only gonna go and finish one video this weekend, but I will promise try to go and make another one next weekend or two. Alright, well, I hope you guys have a great time, enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
Summer in the hills, those hazy days I do remember. We were running still, had the whole world at our feet, watching seasons change.